Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the Real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Peak Pro Dab of the Day. Today is Friday with Diamonds. Hello, everybody. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to subscribe and join the family. Pass it along. Send a like my way, please, and comments are always appreciated. Underachievers. I was labeled for 35 years as an underachiever. I was tied to failure, inability, inefficiency, and underachievement, and it was crippling. Crippling. It's very easy to take it personal, and unfortunately, it labels your identity. You don't want to be an underachiever. Anyone who has underachieved or has been accused of underachieving has a level of emotional defeat, unfortunately. The success is not tied to your circumstantial success. It's directly correlated to your ability to persevere, overcome, and achieve in future success. Unfortunately, previous underachievement does not lead to overachievement. What you have to do is you have to focus on success. You have to remember Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, Tony Robbins were labeled underachievers in school, jobs, and in business. But think about how powerful they became with their minds. So how do underachievers become powerful successes? Let's discuss. You got to forget others' dreams. Your inability to get excited about another person's dreams might be a career killer, but you got to spin it. You're waiting for a dream worth joining. The underachievement trait tells people often that you have a desire to discover a dream. Go find it, join it, or start it. And keep daydreaming. Daydreaming is an escape into our default network. The default network means creativity, attention, memory, and happiness if you use it correctly. However, daydreaming at the wrong times might not be good. When you need to focus and pay attention, when you have a freedom in a mental state, you want to use daydreaming to propel you to powerful success. And by daydreaming, real people become possible future successes in business, health, and relationships. Visualization is daydreaming with a purpose, and we visualize a lot, many of us. You want to stoke that rebellious fire in your belly. If your rebellion centers around pushing the limitations in your life, you got to do it. You got to rebel. Many of us were labeled as self-centered in a rebellious state, but you have to discover why your rebelling is being labeled that way, and then find a purpose outside of your personal zone. Your rebellion, the rebellion, needs to be focused against limitations that hold us back, or other people that hold you back, or elevating your future success. Now, you want to challenge authority sometimes, challenge your parents, challenge management. You may not like the management. You may not like the way you're being treated by your folks or by authority people, but overachieving successful people often get frustrated at management because it slows the growth. Management often is tied to keeping order in a situation, and it's imperative that people like us who are underachievers understand to respect it, but to be successful, wildly successful, we've got to challenge the status quo. You can do it also by progressing forward. You got to be respectful in the process, but you've got to challenge the status quo. We've got to keep talking. Can't stop talking. Many of us have something to say and the world should hear it. Many of us need to know what to tell the world. So forget talking about your own subjects. Promote talking about matters that will make a difference to others. Powerfully successful individuals that talk too much have learned to discipline their mouth to meaningful topics for progress only. Try to be skeptical of intention. Use your question marks to push others into success. And don't just be a devil's advocate for the sake of being a devil's advocate. Questioning intention can be very powerful to advance your personal journey. Many successful people are looking for people to help find errors, correct strategies and plans or projects. You might find your success in collaboration with another equally powerful source, asking you great thought-provoking questions. And those type of questions push us to make new plans, strategies, and into success often. You want to ignore the rules. That might be the most common underachieving trait that leads to your outrageous success in the future. The rebellion, the questioning, the disobeying compliance pushes us to the fringes where only a few people want to go. But remember, success tends to exist in the margins in life, where few dare to take the risk. That's why ignoring the rules, getting to the limitations and boundaries, eliminating the excuses, and trying to forget the impossible ignorance that's out there towards rules as your greatest success ingredient for the future. Bust through your unachievement. Bust through the underachievement into powerfully successful life. You will see others who believe you will never succeed. They have labeled you an underachiever. Your underachievement is there because you recognize that the power above you has kept you there. Your success is hiding behind your faults. Now you've got to use your underachievement to your advantage. It becomes a lever. Physics, it becomes a lever. You can lift heavy objects. You can move your life in the right direction. Because underachievement, with a slingshot, with a rubber band effect, I call it, with this, guess what this end is? This end is underachievement over here. And guess what? That's overachievement. The greatest underachievers in the world, once they figured it out, became the greatest overachievers in the world. Because when I turned 30 or 35 and busted out of my underachievement, you're an underachiever label, I became the most successful person in my industry. Period, bar none. And let's call it 35 to 40, and then I started to rise even further. So what you have to do, to all you underachievers out there, you're not underachievers. You're not. You've been labeled an underachiever. That's it. Now, it's time for you to find out how good you really are. We live in a cyclical world. We go around all the time and come up to the top every time. And when you cross over, you get two things: hope and opportunity. And if you can get your fingernails onto the windowsill, by golly, you can get your body in. So this is to all the people that were labeled underachievers out there. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I don't know if anybody heard me, and they don't know if I'm serious. It's bullshit. You're not an underachiever. You just didn't achieve the things other people wanted you to do. What do you think of that? This has been the Real Senior Stoner, talking about underachievement, talking about how powerful underachievers are, talking about the opportunity for underachievers to achieve. So all of you out there, let's take a hit and remember, we are not unachievers. We are not bad people. We are not dim, dumb, whatever they say we are. We are who we are, and we are good people, and we will achieve great things. Cheers, everybody. Say that in the mirror tomorrow morning. Have a great one. Nobody's an underachiever. It's a mean label meant to put people down. So if you think you were one, you don't have to be one anymore. Thanks for joining me. This has been The Real Senior Stoner with a very important topic. Nobody is an underachiever. Cheers, everybody, and have a great day.